Grace, are we all set here? It's our video. It's our video thanking Craig. Are we ready? Is our hair good? Are we all set? Oh, well, look at that. It's Shay. Funny, we didn't see you there, Shay. Okay, so we are going to do a video thanking Craig. And when Shay came up with the great idea, I thought, oh my gosh, who am I going to ask? Well, of course I'm going to ask Grace, my best friend, because together, you and I, we've known Craig for years. So we thought of a little story together, and Grace really helped me out with this. So, okay, you ready? We rehearsed this now, okay? So come this way. Okay.
Go this way.
Come this way. Okay. All right. The story is Thank You, Craig by Jackie and Grace. Okay? Okay. 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 Craig. That's you. We know Craig. Okay. Okay, Craig. We started with you at the Watch Factory. Remember, Craig? You and I, me, you, and Grace. Watch Factory. Oh, and now we moved to a bigger building. Look at these nice drawings that Gracie did. So we're in a bigger building, right, Grace? Okay. And then another building in Meriden. Hey, Dad. And then another building in Orange. Oh, and then look at the drawing. And we said, what? Draw a nice picture of Craig. Look at. And then I said, and then when I asked Gracie, I said, hey Gracie, what do you think of when you think of Craig? What was your first word?
Nice.
Nice. That says a lot. It says a lot about Craig. That doesn't mean we can't run. And then, do you remember what also you said?
Fun.
Fun. And there's Craig, and there's Craig working on Gracie's leg, right? And then we also said Craig is
Smart.
Smart. So Craig, me and Gracie, we want to thank you so much. You are very special to us. You are wonderful. We think the world of you. And I think that Grace saying the first words that she said about you nice is very true. And many more years together, right, Grace? Right.
One of the reasons that I love working at CFZ so much is because Craig has created such a supportive and encouraging work family here. He is always approachable and always willing to find a solution to any problem that comes up, whether it's work-related or not. Like the first time that my car got hit in the parking lot and the second time that my car got hit in the parking lot, he was ready and taking care of it before I even knew. While all of these characteristics sound small or that they go unnoticed, they do not. They are actually contagious, which I think is why no matter how big we grow, the feeling of family always remains. Craig has also always taught me about the rule of 3 and taught me that I need to be persistent when I need to get things done.
My favorite part about working at Cheshire Fitness Zone is the feeling of family and community that Craig's created here. When I come into work, I'm surrounded by friends, and the families that I've worked with have just become part of my life, and we share things that are more beyond therapy. They are a part of my life that I really value, and that's all due to Craig.
What I enjoy about working for Craig is that I think he's a great boss. I'm not saying that to just suck up, but he's very easygoing, and I think that we're really lucky to have a boss that's easygoing like him. And I also think that he appreciates our input, like all the staff's input, and he really cares about what we have to say. And about Cheshire Fitness Zone, I think it's just a nice place to work. I've had parents ask me if I've liked working here, and of course I say yes, and then they follow it up by saying, well, I can tell when I walk in here how much everyone enjoys being here, and I think that's a huge deal. It's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why do I like Cheshire Fitness Zone? This was my first job about 3.5 years ago, and there was a lot of mentorship provided, and now I'm able to create a professional network through here as well. There's unlimited opportunities to grow here as well. Why do I like working with Craig? Craig is an amazing guy. He is very family oriented. Even as an owner and as the company grows, he's always there, whether it's a text, a phone call. You can walk into the office and really talk to him about anything, and he provides the support and gets answers for you.
I love Cheshire Fitness Zone because I have the most awesome co-workers, and I have fun working with them at the same time, getting my work done, and Craig is incredibly awesome. Eagles fan, yay, 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 yay.
Oh, I feel bad about this.
I don't know.
My favorite thing about Cheshire Fitness Zone is definitely the people I work with, because every single one of them is caring in so many different ways. Even though we all have our quirks and all have our funny sides, at the end of the day, everyone just cares so much about children and each other and what they do to help everyone. And we all have our model in Craig leading us. So that's what I love about Cheshire Fitness Zone.
Coming from the school environment, we love working here at CFZ on Thursdays and on Saturdays. One of the best things about CFZ is the family-friendly environment that Craig promotes here.
Craig has an ability to always kind of put you at ease. I think and you too, tend
Yeah.
to somewhat
Yeah.
worry sometimes, and he always has the ability to kind of like talk you down and
Especially about summer school.
yeah, and reassure you and relax you, and I think that just makes for a really nice work environment because everyone here is so happy, all the therapists are happy, and it's like
like a family.
Yeah, like, kind of like a.
I've been working for Cheshire Fitness Zone in Craig for going on my 6th year, and I have to say what impresses me the most is this feeling of community that is created here, the feeling of support for staff, for the parents, for the kids, working with kids of all abilities and making sure that we do right by them, and I think that's a feeling that comes from him, from Craig, and making their lives better, making our lives better for being part of it. I think that's really the gist of what this place means to me and what it means to everybody.
I am just so grateful for the opportunity to work for a company that is flexible enough to give me time to take care of my kids and take care of Brian after all of his surgeries. It's been really wonderful to have that ability and the flexibility to still do what I love and take care of my own family at the same time.
I love working at Cheshire Fitness Zone because of the wonderful family that has been created here, which is obviously an ode to Craig and the amazing job he's done in hiring everyone with his most intricate system of hiring known to man. He's done such a great job. Thank you.
Hi Craig, I'm glad to have this opportunity to say thank you to you. You're always saying thank you to us for all we do, and I think it's great that we get to say thank you to you. I love working at Cheshire Fitness Zone. I feel comfortable here. It is like a family. Everyone is so friendly and offers to help each other, which is I really appreciate, and you're always very supportive, and I always really appreciate that. So I love working for you, and I do appreciate your support. Thanks.
Working for Craig.
We love our kids. We love the clinic. We love Craig. CFZ.
I love working at Cheshire Fitness Zone because even though you're a huge Eagles fan, I can still wear my Pat socks to work.
Cheshire Fitness Zone is by far the best place to be working. I've been here since 2005 and I have seen incredible growth. we came from, it was just Craig as a PT, and then we added a few along the way. And now I think we're up to like 60 plus employees with a new clinic opening in the very near future. And through all of that, Craig has really worked to maintain who he is, and he's never really forgotten who he is as a person. He strives to create a family-friendly environment, not just for the families that come here, but for the employees that work here. He makes our families feel like we're part of this family. He takes everybody's feedback and really tries his best to incorporate that into how he runs things. And while it may not always go the way we as individuals want, he really works hard to do what's best for the company. And I think the other part of it is just the people that work here. It's such a fun-loving environment. The friendships that I personally have created throughout the years have been a blessing for me. I moved here from Long Island after college just because I had this job and it was wonderful. And I have had bridesmaids at my weddings, and I've had members from the CFC community at my wedding, and I just think that the nurturing environment that Craig has created has allowed those friendships to grow. And now, as I'm older, I'm seeing the younger therapists come in, and I love that they're creating the relationships that I have been able to create over the years. I mean, I can go on and on about why I love working at CFC. I think the other thing, obviously, is what we do for the patients and what we do for the families. But the environment here is what helps us foster the growth and progress that we see in our patients.
There are so many things that I love about working at Cheshire Fitness Zone. First of all, of course, I love working with the patients and getting to know each of their unique personalities. It's also so inspiring to get to know the families and caregivers of those patients. I learn something new from them every single day. And then I can't go without saying how amazing it is to work here with all of the talented therapists under one building. I watch and learn from them every single chance that I get. And Craig, what can I say about you? You're the best boss ever. You are clearly here for the patients. You put them first beyond anything else. Your door's always open. You are always willing to talk, and you act like you have all the time in the world to talk to us, even when you don't. And I can't go without saying, and you know this, that you are the cause of the chronic pain I have in my neck every single day, because I never know what you're going to throw at us or what new contract you're going to give our way, but you keep me on your toes, and I love working with you. Mwah!
Well, no.
I don't even know what the question was. Was it, wait, so,
The reasons why I love working for Craig are, I love that he always has your back when the craziness comes up with schools and school contracts. That's been really great for that support. And I also love when he works with Jackson on Thursday nights in Cheshire Clinic.
We love it here!
There are so many great things I love about Cheshire Fitness Zone, but my favorite thing about Cheshire Fitness Zone is the connections I've made with the kids and the clients and all my coworkers. I think this is such an amazing business.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a little synopsis of my last 18 years of working here at Cheshire Fitness Zone. And I do apologize, I have to read it verbatim from my notes. I started working for Craig after my youngest son was receiving physical therapy here for torticollis. During one of Sean's therapy sessions, Craig mentioned that he needed to hire someone to help out in the office but didn't know how to advertise the position because it was actually less than part-time. I was currently working as a part-time secretary at a school in my hometown, but decided to ask him what he needed help with. And I explained that I had experience in processing accounts receivable, accounts payable, payroll, and human resources. So he offered me the job. It was a second job for me at the time. I came up 2 nights a month to help him out in the office. Over time, as Cheshire Fitness Zone was growing and the needs of my family were changing, he offered me a part-time position, 3 days a week. It was perfect for me. I was able to be home with my children a few days a week and work a few days a week. So I quit my school job and came here to work for Craig. I was one of the first 3 employees that Craig hired. It was just Rich, Jackie, and me. There was no schedule, no billing programs. Invoices were done on Word documents. When parents would call in to check on their appointments, I would put them on hold and yell out to Craig to confirm when he was treating. He'd say, yeah, I have a patient at 1 and a patient at 2:30 and a patient at 4:45. How could he remember this from week to week without writing it down? It was amazing what he could remember. Every now and then, Craig would mention how he wanted to grow Cheshire Fitness Zone and add occupational and speech therapy, and even talked about opening up another business where the moms of the patients could come and work out while their child was receiving therapy. Not too long after this conversation, he opened Cheshire Fitness for Women. Craig even taught spin classes and body pump classes. That's how dedicated he was to this business. While Cheshire Fitness for Women was growing, probably bigger than Craig ever anticipated, over the next 5 years or so, so was Cheshire Fitness Zone. Speech therapy and occupational therapy were added to the facility. It was kind of hard to provide therapy to a child while spin classes were going on. As the two companies were growing, Craig realized that they could no longer exist in the same place anymore and continue to grow at the pace they were growing. With that, Craig started looking for buildings in town that would accommodate both of his visions, Cheshire Fitness Zone and Cheshire Fitness for Women. But after months of looking and being turned down at one building that could have potentially housed both businesses, Craig decided it would be best to let go of one of his visions, Cheshire Fitness for Women, and concentrate on his vision of creating one of the best therapy centers around. I know it wasn't easy for Craig to let go of Cheshire Fitness for Women. It was a dream of his that did become a reality. We had some really great times at Cheshire Fitness for Women and made a lot of friendships along the way with both the staff and the members of the gym. I know it was really hard for him to let go of this dream, but his focus was on building an Outs Therapy Center for children and in order for him to do that, he needed to let go of one of his visions so he could build this. When we moved into this building, I asked Craig if this was it. Was he going to be growing much more? And his response was, I'm not sure. I don't think we're going to grow much bigger. I'm happy with the growth and with the business and this building, but we'll see. You never know. Well, here we are, 5 years later, 2 satellite offices and over 40 plus employees. And I'm sure he's not done growing just yet. It's amazing to see what Craig has accomplished over the past 19 years, and it's nice to see that each and every employee he hires shares the same value as he. We are here to provide the best service that we can for these children and parents, whether it be the therapy that they are receiving, or the schedule that we are trying to accommodate for the family, or the numerous hours we spend on the phone with insurance companies fighting for benefits that we feel these patients are entitled to. These children are not just patients, they are an extended family of Cheshire Fitness Zone. And it's so nice to work at a place where it's not about the bottom line of your business. Of course, making money is always good, but that's not one of Craig's top priority. It's about the care that he can provide for these children and their families. It's so nice to see how appreciative these families are when you go above and beyond to provide the best care for their children. It's a nice feeling. And these are some of the reasons why I like working here. I also enjoy being around the kids. As my babies grow up, I can get my baby fixes on other people's children. I have worked at Cheshire Fitness Zone longer than I have worked at any other place. I usually get the 7-year itch and need a change or something else to challenge myself. But I enjoy my job and don't look at it as this a job. It's more than a job to me. I can honestly say that I never wake up and say, oh my gosh, I've got to go to work today. In closing, I just want to say thank you, Craig, for allowing me to be a part of your vision, your dream for the last 18 years. It's amazing to see what you have done over the last 18 years, and if it weren't for you and this dream, this vision, then we all wouldn't be here. I can't wait to see what the future brings because I know as soon as Orange opens, you'll be looking at your next venture because you're not happy unless you're busy working on another project. Tanya, thank you for holding down the fort at home and allowing your husband to work numerous hours to provide all of this for us. Thank you both, Craig and Tanya, for all that you do for us.
I love working here at Cheshire Fitness Zone because of the work environment. It has a family feel that's been able to be maintained as we grow.
My favorite thing about working at Cheshire Fitness Zone, besides the people, is that we get to wear jeans and sneakers. And then what I like about working for Craig is just that I feel like you've created just a very relaxing and comfortable work environment, and it's just fun to come to work. You know, I feel like everybody can do what they like, and they have the support of you and everybody that they work with. So thanks.
Yeah. Awesome.
We totally love it.
I love working at Cheshire Fitness Zone because the opportunities it's given me with all the different families I've met and all the different employees I get to work with. And I always know that help is right around the corner if I need it. And I love working for Cheshire Fitness Zone because I love all the families that I get to work with. I love to grow that bond with the families and just kind of really see how the kids have developed and progressed. Some of the kids I've been working with many years, and I think Craig really supports our ideas and supports our passions, and I really enjoy that as well.
I love Cheshire Fitness Zone because working here and working for Craig has been such a breath of fresh air. I love being able to come to work every day and doing something that I enjoy. So I would like to thank you, Craig, and all of the therapists and staff because you guys help me do what I love to do. Even though sometimes they make you guys uncomfortable and bring you outside of your comfort zone with all the videos and pictures I make you guys take part in, I really appreciate it because I do think that with your help and doing all of that, that we are really bringing Cheshire Fitness Zone to the next level and making it the best that it possibly can be. So thank you.
Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to Cheshire Fitness Zone Academy. Today we are learning about the word Craig.
C for compassionate. What does compassionate mean?
Oh, is that like when someone cares about the whole Cheshire Fitness Zone family, including clients and families?
R for reliable. Who do you know that's reliable?
Oh, so R, reliable. So you always know when your boss is going to be in a good mood and he'll always have your back.
A for adaptable. Who do you know that's adaptable?
Oh, adaptable. That's like when your boss is super flexible and knows that he'll change your hours around if you have a family situation or need them to be changed.
I for involved. Can you give me an example of someone who's involved?
Involved, I. Like when someone volunteers their time to help kids learn how to play baseball or learn how to ski or maybe even go to Guatemala to help kids in need.
Last is G for Goldstein family.
Oh, I know a Goldstein family. So I just want to say thank you to Tanya and to the kids for all that you guys do behind the scenes to make Cheshire Fitness Zone as great as it is. We know you make a lot of sacrifices and we appreciate all of you and we're glad that you shared Craig with us.